Hi beautiful, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to the channel. In today's video we have this clean girl makeup look, the clean makeup look with the fox eyeliner effect. This is very simple and subtle, and with no further ado, we're jumping straight into the video. We're going with our micellar water, a toner, a moisturizer, and then a primer. If you have not yet, make sure to see my skin prep video. That skin prep video is for all types of skin, okay? If you have combination dry or oily skin, make sure to watch the video. So I'm going in to prep the skin and prep it generally, and in this video you would watch me go in with less products, okay? Because less is more. You watch me go in with less product because we're trying to achieve a glam look, but then still subtle and simple, if you get what I mean. Okay, so right now I'm massaging the moisturizer into the skin very well, making sure it sinks into the skin. Okay, after that is done, going in with a primer. This will help to even to smooth out texture on the skin and the face, and helps the makeup to last even longer. I'm going in with the brownish foundation by Blossom Makeups, and you're going to see how I'm going to blend this. Once I apply, I blend immediately. Okay, if you have not yet, go ahead and click subscribe down below and click on the notification bell, as it helps me know that you enjoy this kind of content. Thank you. Okay, so right now I'm just blending and blending away. Okay, while we're still blending and getting done with blending the entire face, I want you guys to tell me if you'd want me to continue with the voiceovers, or I should just roll in clips of me doing the makeup, because I feel like sometimes maybe my voice is boring-ish or not explaining in details, but I try as much as possible to explain in details. So please tell me if I should just stop with the voiceovers, or I should just roll in clips and you just watch me do makeup. So I went in with the Adventure Concealer to highlight under the eyes, the forehead, bridge of the nose, cupid bow, and jaw. And as you can see, I'm making sure I'm blending, like I am blending, because at the end of the day, the result I'm looking for is the skin like. Okay, there is makeup on the skin, but it's not looking like there is makeup on the skin. So that is what I'm actually trying to achieve with this look. So I'm going to make sure I blend thoroughly before I go in with the next step. Now I'm going in to contour the nose. I used the Blossom Concealer in 05. Yes, I used the Blossom Concealer, and I'm just going to use that to contour the nose and blend it as well. I'm going to make sure I blend very well. Okay, now we're going into blush. I use the Blossom lip palette, and I went in with this beautiful shade here, and it sits so well on her skin. It is so beautiful, and the trick is to also make sure you blend very well. Now I'm just blending thoroughly, and as you can see, it is giving this youthful look to it. So I love the shade. Now for contour, I just went in with a darker shade just to blend between the foundation and the blush. I'm not doing anything too much on the contour. That is it for the chiseling of the face. That is all I'm going to be doing. Then I'll contour the head, and that will be all. And as you can see, I'm making sure that there are no harsh lines, that there are no demarcation. Next, I'll make sure I blend out any creasing line under the eyes before I go into set. I am using my pressed powder palette, City Girl pressed powder palette, and I'm making sure I'm pressing that in very well so that it can set the concealer. Okay, so that is what I'm doing right now. Okay, this is the powder palette. Now I'm going to use the powder to set the entire face. You want to make sure you lock in all the cream product with your powder so that you will not have patchy makeup. You want to make sure you set in thoroughly. After I'm done, I'll be going into with that same powder palette, and I'm going to slightly contour. And next I will use that same brush. If you've noticed by now, I always use the same brush I use for the contour to apply blush. So this is what I'm doing right here. And after I'm done applying the blush, I would go back in with that same powder brush to tone it down, okay, just in case I put too much. Okay, this will make sure it is really toned down. Now I'm going in to contour the nose. Okay, going in with the Blossom. Going in with the Blossom setting powder. I'm going to use that to snatch the nose and slightly bake under the eyes to help me catch fallout. Yes, to help me catch fallout. And I'm going to snatch the reverse contour under the chin. Now onto the eyeshadow. I went in with the concealer, the Blossom concealer. I just applied that all over the lid. Now I went in with an angled brush to give this wing liner effect. Okay, we're trying to achieve this foxy eye. Then I went in with this pencil brush to use a brown to slightly blend out the edges, and I set the lid with powder. That's about that for the eyes, really. If you have not yet, kindly click subscribe. Thank you. Okay, I added a bit of glitter, this white glitter, but it didn't show up the way I wanted it, but it was still giving. Now for the brows, I am using Blossom Gel Brow Gel, and I'm using an angled brush I was trying to achieve the no concealer brow, but I ended up going in with a bit of concealer just to highlight under the brows so that there will be demarcation between the eyeshadow and the brows. because I wanted the no concealer brows. Okay, now that is that for the brows. Going in with Blossom, my favorite lip palette. Okay, so going in with, I'm going to get the names of the actual shade I use, and I'm going to put them down in the description bar. But the shade is definitely a darker shade to contour around the mouth. Then I'll go in with a lighter shade. Now the trick here is to always get your lip outline. Once you've gotten your lip outline, everything is going to be very, very easy, you know. So now I went in with a lighter shade and I asked her to smack so that it can blend. Then I went in with my tiny Real Technique brush to just blend that further. I went in with a lighter shade in the inner corner of the lip, and she smacked and blended well. And I'm using my brush to further blend it out. After that is done, I'm going to go in to dust off the excess powder underneath the eyes. Now you want to make sure you dust off everything, because this is, say, the finishing touches of the face. Okay, you have to make sure that you're closing every harsh lines and everything. And after that, I went in to spray the face, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, make sure to stay beautiful. Bye bye.